Get on board with crypto. Sheesh. Hello, everyone, again. I'm your host, Ribs, on another wonderful episode of Blast Off with Ribs. You know who I am, I already told you. Anyways, today we're doing a special trading episode. So I will make this clear, this is not financial advice. If you do decide to put your money out into the markets, please do your own research. Everything I'm doing here is for educational purposes and entertainment only. So, I've been wanting to make one of these videos for a little while now. I like using this exchange called Pionex. What it is, I believe it actually runs through Binance. Some of the earning aspects of this run through Binance. So any of the listings that you see on here are typically through Binance. It is an interesting exchange itself. So we have bots that are built into the exchange itself. So you can build your own bots, you can utilize their services, or you can kind of create your own. So that's actually what I'm going to be doing here. So I have 3 open positions right now. I'm going to be closing one out, and then I'm going to be opening 1 to 2 new positions based on what I think could potentially work out for me in the long term. So the one that I'm actually going to close out is my Leverage grid bot that I have for Bitcoin USD pairing. I put $100 in. I have made now over 100%. I'm actually currently right now, you might be able to read it, you might not. Let's see if I can make this larger here. Cannot make it larger. Interesting. Let's try this again. Oh, I can. So it doesn't seem to be helping out too much, but as long as you can see this, so this is the Leverage grid bot here. I'm going to highlight it. Actually, I think I'm in your way here, so move me up here for the time being. And as you can see, it's a Leverage grid bot, Bitcoin USD pairing, and this is actually what we're looking at right here on my screen. And this is at the 4-hourly time frame. As you can see, we're in a massive uptrend. I've been at 100% for a little while now, and I've had my bots running for quite some time. And that's kind of why I want to end one, open up a larger position, potentially open up 2 positions. I'm thinking I might open up 2 different positions here. Let's get into it here. Now, I only do some basic technical analysis here. As you can see, I have a whole lot of different lines and positions that I think are important for resistance and for support purposes. This blue bar here is a resistance and support area that I really think at the moment we need to hold to keep this trend moving forward. A lot of people are saying this is the Wyckoff playing off, like we had a mini Wyckoff over here, and it kind of seems like that. I can't disagree with it necessarily. This Wyckoff pattern seems to be playing out as like a double Wyckoff, which is kind of an interesting thing, but I really think it's been happening. So what it is it's a larger picture here. So the original Wyckoff was this whole position here. It was bearish, it came down here, and then this new Wyckoff pattern started, and then it's continued on. And you can see we've kind of been in that phase. If you want to look up what a Wyckoff is on Google, you can just Google it and typically you can see it. There is the bearish one where the price will come down, and then there's a bullish one, which is literally just a flip or reverse of that. That's what I'm assuming that this is. So let's get into the trade here. I am going to open up a new leverage position. So on here, I actually had, I think it's a 5x leverage. So let me go into my details here for all of my bots. So these are all of my bots that are running. I actually just opened up this position let's go to, go back here. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not allowing me to view all of them, but here we go. This is all my positions. I'm clearly in the green. This is, these are my trading bots that I have open. So I have 2 grid trading bots, a leverage grid bot, and an infinity grid. So the grid trading and the infinity grid bots that I have, there's no leverage on that, so it's strictly just my funds in there. This leverage grid bot, I believe, is a 5x, so it's worth a $500 position that I put $100 in, and they 5x and essentially lend me the money to trade with. And it's clearly it's paid off for this one. I have gotten wrecked in the past. For when that original Wyckoff, the bearish Wyckoff, I actually got wiped out of a bunch of trades. So I did lose quite a bit there, actually. I lost probably about, in my trading account, I don't know, like $900. Well, maybe a little less than that. Maybe like 600. But that's okay, because this, these bots are trading and they're doing well for me now, so that's great. But this bot itself has been running for over 100 days, 104 days. And that's kind of why I'm getting to the point where I do want to end my bot. Each day that goes by, I get charged a fee. Let's see if I can see that in here. Price is low, grid profit is high. So I don't see them charging me, but they do. As you can see, this is like the entirety of my bot. I was in the red for a while, and that's going to be a normal thing, as you can see with all of mine. Like my current infinity grid with my ADA USD pairing is currently in the red. I opened this up 3 days ago. My bot is actually making money, as you can see here, grid profit. It is making money, but the unrealized profit is the price action for the actual currency itself has gone down since I opened up the position. And it's not just that, so it's just the bot needs to take time to actually make profits. So I have a little over, let's see, how many, will it show me how many transactions? I have about 181 transactions that have gone through in 3 days. And they make, let's go to the parameters here. So each grid, and I'll show you in here, each grid, this is my add up pairing. Oh, sometimes it doesn't switch right, which is kind of just a little wonky here. Here we go. So what I'll do here is give me a sec to set this up. So I'm gonna, and this is my grid. So this infinity grid will, as whenever the price is fluctuating, this will also move along with it. These lines are, the red lines are sell points, and the green lines are buy points. So it will buy more ADA as it goes down, and it will sell it as it goes up, thus creating automatic transactions. So I don't have to do anything. I just set my bot up, and it will automatically do this based on how I set it up. And that's what we're going to go through today with my Bitcoin leverage bot. So if we go back over here, we can see the same things here. I have a lot more grid. So this is, the parameters for this are actually set, preset for this one. I set it at, go into the parameters here. So I set my low price to 25,000 and my high price to 60,000. So it will only trade within that set, and as long as my price doesn't actually get liquid. Like my liquidation price at the moment is $26,814.80. So if Bitcoin happens to flash crash all the way down to that, my position is completely gone. I only lose the $100 I had, and that's kind of it. And that's where I would liquidate, because my personal funds would then be gone. So let's go ahead and close this out. I do not want to sell the Bitcoin in there because I will be utilizing that Bitcoin potentially in the next bot. So now it is here, it's canceling the orders that it's placed for itself. That's anybody within the grid. Sorry about that. And we will, once this finishes, I will be able to go in and create a new bot because my funds will now then be available. So if we go in here, we can see, so this is my trading account for the past 30 days. As you can see, the past 90 days, and I can go even up to the year ago. So I had $0, or I had about 75 bucks in there to start. I believe this was just over a year ago that I started this. Okay, so June of 2020 is when I started this account. I started trading bots, and I've come all the way, and I have added a little bit more funds in here. I did remove my initial amount that I put in, which was probably about $100, and I've already built my account up to about $1,400. This account is my trading account, so I don't want too much of my actual portfolio in here. I keep about, like, I don't know, 5-ish%, maybe a little less than that, in this account. This is the only trading account that I do. I do have a Bybit account, but that's a bit more risky because it is longing and shorting, so it's a bit of a different aspect when it comes to that. And I do use higher leverage. I use about 25 times leverage, so it can be very risky. And that's where this kind of comes in. This is a technically lower risk because I'm using less leverage, or I can choose my leverage, and I think the highest you can do with Bitcoin is about 5, but we'll take a look at that in a moment here. Now I have my funds available. I can go in and create a new position. So I should have about $128 in there. I should have some Bitcoin available too. Let's make a new bot here. So I want to do the exact same thing that I did before. So I'm going to make a leverage grid bot. I'm going to set my lower price to about 40,000, since I don't think we'll see that level again. And if we do, my bot will just stop trading at that point, and I want to put this at 100,000. And how many grids do I want? Let's say 125. Oh, okay. I will not. We might have to shorten this. Let's do 80. So as you can see, you will need extra funds in here. So you need to match this requirement. So let's see if I might have to actually sell the Bitcoin that I have to make this bot. So let's see if I can do, yeah, so I have to bring that down. So I might have to sell my Bitcoin. So let's go in here, trade. Could have just done this manually. So sell, market, 100%, sell. Okay, done. Now let's go to trade, trading bot, leverage grid, 5x. So see, now I have a lot more money in here. Oh. Let's do 150. Something, I need to refresh this, I think. I messed up here. Refresh this page. Do this again. Do 5x. We'll do 150. It is not. Oh, that's why. There we go. Let's do 80. And maybe if I put this down to 35,000, okay. Okay. See how you have to kind of play with the numbers a little bit here? I can just make one position here, I suppose. That would probably just be easier. And I don't want to put all of my funding in there. I do want to keep some in case I need some margin. So we'll do 940. 188. Okay. So this is the interest they're going to charge on my thing, and then this is the borrowable funds that are available. So sometimes I have run into this where the borrowable funds are there's not enough, but as of lately, I think they've allocated that a lot better. I can put in a target price that I would like this bot to start at, and what I might do is I'm going to just open this as market price. No slippage, grid mode, arithmetic. So they did kind of change this around just a little bit. Geometric. Oh, okay, so let's do that. So these modes, so you can choose if you want to place the orders with arithmetic mode or geometric mode. Arithmetic mode means the price difference between the grids are the same, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, where geometric mod means the price change between grids are the same in percentage, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 8. Arithmetic mode is more useful in a bullish market, while geometric mode is more useful in a bearish market. So we'll use the arithmetic based on what they're telling us. I don't think it necessarily matters, it's just what you would choose to do. So let's just stick with what we got here. You can open a stop loss. So say if the price is dropping, you would want to put a stop loss in, say like 50%, so that way you don't lose your whole position. I am not doing that. So I've had it where I've been down 50% and now I'm up a bunch of money. You really need the bot to allow itself to do what it needs to do, and with the volatility, I believe, and this is just my opinion, you guys can do whatever you want with these bots. Definitely do your research before you do anything. Right now, I'm putting in a pretty risky trade. I have very minimal analysis here. We're in an extreme uptrend. I do believe the price will come down, but the more that I can buy at a lower price, the more I can sell at higher prices. So that's really where my give and take is. I can really see us consolidating, especially with this trend here. If we kind of zoom in, I'll make this bigger here so we can really look. So see these are the 4 hourly candles. I can go into the 1 hourly candles, but we've just been on a massive uptrend. These Bollinger Bands are really they're really out there, so I can see it kind of coming in and squeezing, and then we might see the price come down. I could see really realistically it coming down to like 52,000 again. So what you can do is if you think that price is going to come down, you can set, and actually I'm going to do that right now. So this bot may not trigger. So I want a trigger price. This trigger price, I will set my trigger price at like 52,500, I think. Let's do that, 52,500. So now obviously you can see my requirement is going down because I'm lowering my risk. I'm putting the position down lower. It will leverage it, recalculate it, and re-leverage it. So let's do 915. Can we get a solid even number here? Yeah, so I usually just don't like to see change in the number there, like this one over here. I might add a one. I just find it to kind of be a little annoying. I like those whole numbers anyways. So this is a 5x leverage trade. I'm going to execute this trade. It will not start until the price of Bitcoin hits 52,500. We might not see that price. So I'm also taking a risk there. I'm not losing anything, but I did sell the Bitcoin that I had to open this trade. So I will go ahead and create this bot now. And this is giving us my overview of the whole thing. So it's giving me the pair, Bitcoin, USDT. I will invest and earn USDT because we're in a bull market. If I were in a bearish market, I would do a reverse leverage grid, and that would, as the price comes down, I will actually make more Bitcoin. So I'm accumulating more at that for that kind of grid. We're doing 5x leverage. The number of grids is maxed out at 150. So there's going to be 150 grids inside the $35,000 to $100,000 range. So each grid will make a profit of 0.34% to 1.15% each time I get a buy and a sell. So I will not make anything if I just buy. I need to make the money as it sells. So let's continue. And that's how you make a bot. It has not executed yet. The price will need to come down for this bot to execute. So we will see how this bot does in the next couple of days here. I could see the price coming down like halfway down this whole area. That's kind of its rough guess. I could have put that my grid bot somewhere around 53,000. That might have been a safer bet to trigger it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And this is for educational purposes really only. Definitely before you create any of these bots, take a look at the market, how it is moving, because you don't want to get wrecked. Trust me, it sucks. But that's why I only use a very small amount of my funds, of my portfolio for this, because I do want to increase my position without having to add in extra money, which is kind of the point of investing, is to gain more from it by utilizing its service rather. So if you guys would like to check this out, I can leave my referral code down, and you guys can potentially, let's see if there's any kind of referral that you'd get out of this. So invite your friends, sign up for the link, start your first. You'll get 25 BUB when their grid bot trading exceeds 20,000 USD. So I don't have an account that large. If you guys get to that point, that's really cool. It looks like I've had 2 people open up accounts on here for good reason. They're blurred out per se. So I will leave it there, and good luck with your trading if you guys are doing that. And seriously, do a lot of research before you do it. Clearly, I didn't show you any of my own personal research, but I've been doing it for about 5 years now. I've been actively trading for over a year on this account, and I've been in the crypto space since 2018, actually putting my money in it. I did a lot more research beforehand. It did take me over a year to actually do anything to make me feel comfortable. So just a little background on that. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please leave some comments down below, maybe some thoughts, maybe some insight. Where do you guys like to trade if you guys are trading out there in the space? And hit that subscribe button, the bell button, and hit all, because every time I post a video, that will come out and you guys will be alerted, and then you guys can check it out. Otherwise, blast off to the moon, everyone. Get on board with crypto. Shoo.